When does political pressure cross the line into corporate censorship? That's the explosive question at the heart of a recent demand by Disney shareholders, who are now threatening legal action to uncover the truth behind Jimmy Kimmel's controversial suspension. But here's where it gets controversial. Was Disney's decision to pull Kimmel's show a routine management call, or did it bow to government pressure, potentially violating its fiduciary duties to shareholders? A coalition of self-proclaimed pro-democracy organizations, including the American Federation of Teachers, AFL-CIO, and Reporters Without Borders, has sent a scathing letter to Disney CEO Bob Iger, demanding internal records related to Kimmel's suspension and subsequent reinstatement. The letter, dated September 24th, leverages Delaware law to assert shareholders' rights to investigate potential breaches of fiduciary duty. It argues that Disney's handling of the Kimmel situation may have prioritized political appeasement over the company's best interests, particularly in light of threats from the Trump administration and FCC Chairman Brendan Carr. And this is the part most people miss. The groups highlight Disney's stock drop of 3.3% during the suspension, suggesting financial harm to shareholders. While shares rebounded slightly after Kimmel's return, the damage may be far from over. The controversy stems from Kimmel's on-air remarks about the MAGA gang and Charlie Kirk, which led to his indefinite suspension by ABC on September 17th. Disney reinstated Kimmel just days later, but not before 70 ABC affiliates, operated by Sinclair and Nexstar, refused to air his show. This blackout, representing 23% of U.S. TV households, was reportedly influenced by Carr's threat to pursue news distortion complaints unless Kimmel was fired. Here's the kicker. Nexstar's pending $6.2 billion acquisition of Tegna requires FCC approval, raising questions about potential conflicts of interest. The letter to Iger also cites Trump's social media threats against ABC, including a reference to Disney's $16 million settlement in a defamation lawsuit he filed against ABC News. "I think we're going to test ABC on this," Trump wrote, adding fuel to the fire. The groups argue that these actions underscore the urgency of their demands, as they seek to determine whether Disney's board and executives prioritized political considerations over shareholder interests. But is this a legitimate concern, or an overreach by activist shareholders? Critics might argue that corporations must navigate political pressures daily, and Disney's decision was a pragmatic business move. However, the groups counter that the suspension sparked widespread criticism as an attack on free speech, triggered boycotts, and tarnished Disney's brand. Clayton Weimers of Reporters Without Borders warns, "The public needs to know how government actions toward the media unfolded in this instance, so we can stop this reckless assault on the First Amendment from going any further." Randy Weingarten of the American Federation of Teachers adds, "Disney shareholders deserve the truth about exactly what went down inside the company. The board has a legal responsibility to act in shareholders' best interests, and we're here to ensure that bond wasn't broken to appease the Trump administration." The letter, signed by prominent lawyers Christopher J. Clark, Roberta A. Kaplan, and Norm Eisen, also requests documents detailing the financial, contractual, and reputational impact of Nexstar and Sinclair's decision to preempt Kimmel's show. It concludes with a stark warning. If Disney's board or executives fail to uphold their fiduciary duties, the groups reserve the right to sue. So, what do you think? Did Disney cross a line by suspending Kimmel, or was it simply managing a complex political landscape? Does this set a dangerous precedent for media censorship, or is it a necessary evil in today's polarized climate? Share your thoughts in the comments. This debate is far from over.